Chelsea Fitzpatrick Lindsay is a proud third-generation broker who began working part-time at Park Insurance in 2010 while completing her associate arts degree. She was instantly enamored with the business of insurance.
I was. It's true.
I get it. You're sitting with 600 insurance geeks here, so we get it.
No, I'm serious. I loved it.
Good. You know you're coming up here in a minute. She earned her CAIB designation and graduated from the Producer Development Program. Chelsea is nearing completion of her Certificate of Advanced Leadership with the Sauder School of Business. Her education also continued on the job with progressively responsible positions. This year, she was appointed Vice President of Operations at Park Insurance. Chelsea volunteers with WICC and community events in support of local charities, including the Michael Cuccione Foundation. As a Blue Goose member, what is that? What is Blue Goose? No, Tony, it's not a white swan club. As a Blue Goose member, she also recently... That's it, I'm changing my name to Blue Goose. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Blue Goose. I could come to like that, Jelly. That's really good. As a Blue Goose member, she also recently chaired the A to Z Delong Golf Tournament and founded their annual Month of Caring. In their free time, you'll find Chelsea.
Bam, bam!
We only have one smart girl in the whole crowd, really? Come on. In her free time, you'll find Chelsea,
Bam, bam!
her husband Gabe, and their young daughter Nora enjoying travel, nature, and food. They are excitedly expecting their new addition in January 2018. Will you welcome Chelsea Fitzpatrick Lindsay? Stand right in the middle.
How's this, Dad?
It's fine.
Do I just start?
You just start.
Okay. Hi. In 1964, my grandparents Beth and Joe Fitzpatrick opened their doors to Fitzpatrick Insurance. 6 days a week, Joe worked a small desk at East Hastings and Slocan, while Beth took care of their 3 small children and maintained the books at home in Burnaby. On evenings and weekends, their home became the office, clients calling at all hours for guidance. My grandmother, reflecting back on this time, said that she would be worried if their phone wasn't ringing. My grandparents' ambitions were simple: help others and create a future for their family. Fitzpatrick Insurance was renamed Park Insurance in 1965. They quickly became a trusted source in the neighborhood. Joe and Beth routinely went above and beyond the call of duty to help their growing clientele. My grandparents became friends, confidants, and sometimes bartenders to hundreds in the community. Many of these original clients are still with us today, as are their descendants. While the business grew, so did their children. As soon as they were able, David, Brian, and Sheila began their careers in the 70s as janitorial staff. They grew up in an environment focused on helping others and their family. Before long, they were behind a desk as brokers, offering the same advice and friendship as their parents. As you can imagine, my childhood was very similar. The values ingrained in my father were expected and cultivated in the hearts of my siblings and I. Although I could never be trusted to adequately vacuum the office, by the age of 10, I was an expert envelope stuffer. I knew that at any moment, our day could change and we'd be needed to help our family. Family, as I understood it, was bigger than our last name. It extended to Park Insurance's employees, clients, and community. Park is not alone in our humble beginnings. All companies begin with a founder and an idea. This is the magic moment where the soul of an organization is born. Henry Mintzberg is a celebrated Canadian academic and author, and he explains it best when he says, culture is the soul of an organization. It's the beliefs and values and how they're manifested. The culture is the soul that holds the thing together and gives it life force. A culture can be forgotten, manipulated, embraced, and leveraged. It can kill or cultivate an organization. Utilized properly, corporate culture has many long-term positive outcomes for an organization, such as lower turnover rates, improved productivity, increased marketability, and increased customer satisfaction with fewer customer complaints. 1 month before I was born, my grandmother Beth interviewed and hired Park's first broker, who wasn't named Fitzpatrick, Valerie Jang. Val brought with her a wealth of knowledge, calmness, and humor, making her the perfect addition to our family. She's still with us today as our executive vice president. In 1989, my father Brian, Val, and Beth began a special program for engineers and geoscientists, which propelled Park Insurance from a mom and pop shop to an organization with multiple locations and dozens of employees. As the business was growing in 1998, we lost our founder, my grandfather, Joe Fitzpatrick, to cancer. At his funeral, I recall being overwhelmed, seeing the magnitude of his life's work and the depths of the relationships he's formed reflected in those who came to pay their respects. As you all know, this is an industry that's based on service. We use our expertise and compassion to help our clients. When they leave our office, they don't leave with a product in hand. Whether you're an adjuster, actuary, underwriter, producer, agent, broker, it's the service we provide, helping our clients navigate the complex world of insurance. That is our true value. In 2010, I joined the Park team, moving through each department before settling into my role as Vice President of Operations. While I was studying organizational behavior through UBC's Sauder School of Business, I was introduced to the concept of leveraging corporate culture. Throughout the last 7 years, I took note of the stories, rituals, and language that were unique to Park. I began to notice the original values set by Beth and Joe could get lost in the daily struggle to keep up. This was not unique to our organization. Each of you here today should be able to relate. We can get so caught up in the day-to-day that we may find it difficult to answer the following 3 questions. Number 1, what do we do? Number 2, who do we serve? And number 3, what value or benefit is derived from this? We gathered 15 members of our team representing different departments, ages, and backgrounds. Together, we debated those questions. We analyzed the company, different areas of strength and weakness, set forth a plan to empower the organization to be more progressive. We recognize that in a service-based industry, our most valuable asset is our employees, our family. If we take care of our family, our clients will be cared for as a result. We used Beth and Joe's initial ambitions in conjunction with our original value and mission statements to identify 4 core principles of Park Insurance. Number 1, passion. We believe that what we do every day makes a difference. Happiness. We believe that we can work and have fun and be productive. Each day should be celebrated. Innovation. Being an innovator takes courage, and we encourage our employees to take that leap. Teamwork. Our customers can trust our promise to be their partner, and our employees can rely on each other. Simply identifying our core principles isn't enough to drive change, so I established a strategy to guide us through a cultural evolution and maintain the changes, using key performance indicators to monitor our progress and guide our future moves. These changes integrate our 4 core principles throughout our organization, including our agency management system, recruitment and training, employee education, and charity involvement. Prior to instigating the strategy, I implemented an employment satisfaction survey, which has turned out to be our most significant performance indicator we have in tracking this cultural transition. On this quarterly survey, I asked our team to rate statements such as, my job positively impacts people's lives. I have the tools I need to do my job effectively, and my work gives me feeling of personal accomplishment. After 2 years, our employees' levels of satisfaction have risen 8%, bringing us to an 83% satisfaction level in total. At Park, we'll always be striving to help others and take care of our family. In staying true to our core values and maintaining Park's unique culture, we're honoring the legacy of our founders and experiencing the benefit of happier employees and more satisfied customers. You only get one life. Although you may change careers, friends, cities, and even spouses, it's imperative that you make the best of your time and focus on your security and happiness. Reflect on the culture of your organization. The average person spends 1/3 of their life at work. Consider whether or not it's a place that you're happy. Then consider what changes can be made to make it better. challenge you all to ask yourself the following and honestly question your satisfaction with the answers. Number 1, what do you do? Number 2, who do you serve? And number 3, what is the value and benefit derived from these? Before I leave the stage, I wanted to take a moment to thank my father. Your authenticity, kindness, humor, obsessiveness, intellect, and drive have strengthened an organization and raised 3 devoted children that love you endlessly. Thank you for always holding me to a higher standard, for never treating me differently because I'm a girl, for giving me an environment where I could be fearless, and for instilling the importance of happiness in my life. To my grandma Beth, or Gigi, as my daughter calls you, thank you for raising me to follow in your footsteps as a resilient and compassionate woman, and for always letting me climb trees. To Lauren Perry, congratulations for your outstanding achievement. It's an honor to share this evening with you. To the industry, I can't believe I'm here, and that you think that I'm worthy of the Rising Star Award, so thank you. To my family and friends that joined me today, thank you for your support today in all ways. Lastly, Gabriel, my partner, you've changed my life for the better with gourmet meals, music, conversation, love, support, fashion advice, and questionable dad jokes. Since the night we met, I knew I'd never want to live another day without you in it. I love you. I leave you all with my favorite quote by Maya Angelou. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Thank you.
Keep on clapping, I'm kind of slow. Woo! Yeah, nice. Okay, here we go. So raise it up without hiding your face. Yep, that's it. Yeah! One more.